Careers in Engineering and Engineering Technology. In this presentation, we will discuss what is engineering and the whole range of fields in engineering and engineering technology. We will define what ABET Inc. is and talk about different engineering disciplines. So what is engineering? Engineering is using math and science to solve practical problems. It requires creativity, persistence, and a desire for improvement. Right here is an illustration of careers within engineering and engineering technology, and you can see on the left-hand side of the illustration we have things that are more mathematical, or I like to more refer to it as more abstract. And as you work your way from left to right, you get, as the graph says, less mathematical, but I would say more physical, where you're actually getting into things like production and building products, as opposed to on the left-hand side where you're more in research and development and dealing more with designs and abstract ideas. ABET is the accreditation board for Engineering and Technology Incorporated. It is the recognized accreditor for college and university programs in applied science, computing, engineering, and technology. It currently accredits around 2,800 programs at more than 600 colleges and universities. You can visit that website, abet.org, to learn more about courses of study and ABET accredited institutions. The U.S. government keeps statistics on 17 different engineering disciplines. Each discipline includes an ABET accredited course of study. Each discipline has many subfields or specializations available. Right here is a list of the 17 different fields within engineering that is generally looked at as being recognized by our government. Aerospace engineers design, develop, and test aircraft and spacecraft, ranging from rockets and spacecraft to gliders and small passenger aircraft. If you're in this field, you might make planes go faster, make air travel safer, investigate crashes, or design or build instrumentation to help colonize space. Agricultural engineers create technology to advance food, biological, irrigation, and machinery systems. In this field, you might design systems for crop growth in small spaces. You could develop fish farming systems, research and modify pesticide use, or improve food safety. Biomedical engineers devise procedures and devices to improve medical conditions. In this field, you could design artificial organs, limbs, or joints, manufacture medications for diseases such as cancer or AIDS, or determine ways to prevent sports injuries. Chemical engineers address issues related to chemical production, transformation of raw materials, and chemical use. In this field, you could create more efficient fuel sources, devise alternative production methods, map the human genome, or develop medications. Civil engineers plan the design, construction, and maintenance of various civil structures. In this field, you might determine weather safety designs for buildings, build tunnels or bridges, design roller coasters, or create airports. Computer hardware engineers research, design, develop, and test computer systems and computer-related equipment. In this field, you might design networks, build computer systems for NASA, or analyze system requirements. Electrical engineers design, develop, and test the manufacture of electrical equipment and large-scale electrical systems. In this field, you could design an effective radar system, determine new ways to harness electrical power, test aircraft electrical equipment, or oversee electric utilities. Electronic engineers design, develop, and test small electronic systems such as appliances, telephones, and surgical devices. In this field, you could create a cell phone design, build video games, or invent medical micro-robots capable of examining the human body. Environmental engineers solve environmental problems related to pollution, water use, material and energy use, waste treatment, etc. In this field, you could clean up hazardous waste sites, design technology for reprocessing materials, or design methods for reducing pollutants in our atmosphere. Health and safety engineers identify potential hazards and develop protocols to prevent or reduce hazardous situations. In this field, you might prevent workplace accidents, enforce measures to prevent nuclear accidents, or reduce traffic accidents. Industrial engineers plan the most effective, efficient ways to build structures, lay out production facilities, run organizations, transport goods, and lots of other things that have to do with processes. In this field, you could improve efficiency in hospitals, determine machine layout for manufacturing facilities, or design stadium facilities for convenient use. Marine and ocean engineers design, construct, operate, and maintain machinery or structures that exist in or near the water. In this field, you could build or maintain oil rigs, build robots for deep sea exploration, design marine vessels, or improve submarine technology. Materials engineers develop, process, and test materials to be used to fulfill a specific design purpose. In this field, you could improve the safety of combat uniforms, determine materials to replace burn victims' skin, design protective materials to be used for space travel, or develop materials that efficiently conduct electricity. Mechanical engineers research, develop, design, manufacture, and maintain devices that produce or consume power. In this field, you could design cars, determine new uses for lasers, maintain power-producing equipment such as wind turbines, or build production machines. Mining and geological engineers design, develop, and maintain mines, mining equipment, and techniques to locate and extract ores and minerals from the earth. In this field, you could locate gold or silver deposits, develop explosive methods, create safety procedures for the mining industry, or design efficient extraction equipment. Nuclear engineers develop methods and systems that utilize nuclear materials for energy, medicine, and industry. In this field, you might inspect or maintain nuclear submarines, identify new medical uses for radiation, or develop methods to utilize nuclear energy for space travel. Petroleum engineers locate oil or natural gas reservoirs and design methods to extract and transport that oil. In this field, you might design new methods for extracting oil or natural gas from the earth, determine the most cost-effective extraction locations, or identify locations containing oil and natural gas.